What up, Kings? Hope you're well. In this video, I want to talk about how the tariffs against China will impact online retailers, specifically advertisers that are working with online retailers. If you're watching this video, I hope you've done some research on how tariffs are sort of impacting the economy in general, because the United States economy is in big trouble. While we're going to experience a massive recession and experience a lot of pain, I'm pretty optimistic about what's coming, guys. I'm pretty optimistic. Let me tell you why I'm optimistic. We're going to see an emergence of domestic suppliers and domestic producers. I'm doing this video from a country that has been through what the United States is about to go through, which is isolation. So this country that I'm in, about 60 years ago, underwent economic isolation. We're in Africa, right? So this country was colonized by the British. In order to strangle this economy was to impose sanctions as punishment for rebelling against them. Yeah, the Brits, man. The Brits are slick. They used to be slick. They imposed sanctions on this country that I'm in. This country went through a severe economic recession. Fortunately, the food production was not affected, but everything else, I'm talking about cars, clothes, think about almost anything became so expensive and out of reach for the common person. There was a small group at the top, we'll call it the 1%, that was not affected by what happened here because, of course, they had the money. They could afford to maybe travel to neighboring countries and get whatever goods they wanted, like electronics. There were times when I was a kid, because I grew up in Africa, there were times where people used to laugh at this country because this country was like a village. It was at least 20 years behind technologically. Something so simple like color TVs were very rare during the 80s, when color televisions were like in every house in the United States, every house in South Africa. But in this country, if you had a color television, you were like considered rich. Things really got that bad in this country. And I believe things will get bad in the United States. There's no question about it. Every single analyst that I know online is talking about exactly what I'm talking about, that things are going to get really, really bad. Again, I'm very optimistic. Here's why. I believe in the United States of America, unlike some of you guys that are probably given up. Not all of you, but some. Some people have given up on the United States and they've said, oh man, no, but not me. I believe the United States is one of the most innovative countries on the planet. There's something about the United States that was able to attract immigrants like me and many other immigrants and give up their homeland, their home countries, and come to the United States of America. Because we know the United States is the land of innovation. I believe in the American spirit, and the American spirit never dies. What will happen is that it's going to bounce back faster than this country ever did. It took at least 30 years for this country that I'm in to bounce back from what happened during the sanctions that were imposed by the British. 30 years. This is because this is a homogenous country. The people are kind of the same. They think the same. They're followers. It doesn't take very many people to lead them. It can be just one person that can tell them, hey, do this. And most people are going to follow along. They're very compliant. I see why the British were able to colonize Africans so quickly. Because Africans are very compliant and they're very nice people. But the Americans, not so much. Americans are not compliant like that. This is what makes America so great. Because America is full of stubborn, non-compliant people who came from places like this place to seek a new life and be innovative and do something crazy out of the box. So America is still full of these people that are stubborn and non-compliant. And that's a perfect breeding ground for innovation. What I believe is coming is this. While we're going to experience a lot of shortages, there are going to be people that are exposed to other economies like me. There's a big Italian community. There's a big Spanish community. There's a big Mexican community. There's a big African community now. All these people have exposure from different other economies. So they're going to innovate and create products within the United States based on their experiences in their home country. I know so many things that I've learned here in this country based on this country's past, and based on all the things that I've learned, I can bring back into the United States and create my own product that is made in America. And that's what you're going to see. So instead of somebody importing some Chinese-made goods, they're going to create their own products in the United States, made in America. So we're going to see a boom in the Made in America brand. It's going to explode, guys. So us as marketers, we need to be very aware of what's coming, because what's coming is going to be America first. These guys are not playing games, guys. Trump is not playing games. When he said America first, that's exactly what's going to happen. A lot of Americans right now are focusing on the short-term pain. It's like medication. Medication is not fun to take. Looking good is not fun, okay? I know in order for me to look good, I have to be putting in the work in the gym every single day. It's not fun. I hate it. I hate going to the gym. But I know I need to take that pain. And that's what America is going to have to go through. They're going to have to go through the pain in order for them to flourish. That's inevitable. It happens to everybody. We're not special. But again, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's already a bunch of people that are into drop shipping. And I've been seeing this movement for a long time now, for at least like 10 years. Of these guys, what they do is they will set up their drop shipping websites and look for suppliers, product suppliers, whether it's in China, wherever it is. And then they would set up a deal. If you don't know what drop shipping is, look it up. They'll set up a deal with the supplier in China and say, hey, listen, sell me this phone for like $100. Exclusive deal between us. Then I'll set up the website, I'll do the marketing on the front end, and I'll sell this phone for like $200. I make my profit of $100. So these drop shippers are actually going to dominate over an online retailer like Amazon. And do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because Amazon is not getting a good reputation right now because of worker abuse and things like that. So people talk in these streets. When the economy is in the toilet and everybody's desperate for a job, they end up working at Amazon and they realize how bad Amazon is, how badly they treat them. That person who worked at Amazon might know, okay, so Amazon sells maybe 1,000 phones a day. It might not be phones. It could be wooden shelves like this one. Maybe Amazon sells wooden shelves, maybe 100 of these every single month, and they're in high demand. That guy who works at Amazon might come up with an idea and say, hey, listen, I got a buddy of mine that's good at carpenting. What if I talk to my buddy? Because I know people are buying these things anyway. You'll produce these shelves domestically in the United States, maybe somewhere in the woods. By the way, a lot of these guys that you guys call rednecks, they're gonna make a lot of money because they got all the skills. So you're gonna produce a bunch of these, and then the guy's gonna set up his Shopify store and then do his marketing, run his ads, and he starts making money. He starts making those sales and shipping them out to different parts of the United States. That's what's going to happen in every single category. And it's going to eat away slowly at Amazon. As men like me, or younger, the younger generation that start to make money now, a lot of us want to buy exclusive stuff because we're making money now. I don't want to be buying a shirt on Amazon because I know a lot of people are going to have that shirt. So I'm going to find an exclusive brand online that sells better quality shirts than what's on Amazon because I can afford it. Because I know Amazon has been relying on cheap stuff from China. But guess what's happening with the cheap stuff from China? The price has gone up. So if somebody creates a better product domestically, that's going to be a better deal. So think about every single category in Amazon, from kids' clothes, kids' toys, ladies' handbags, shoes, everything. Sunglasses. I purchase all my sunglasses from American brands. I don't go on Amazon to buy my sunglasses. For what? Because Amazon, I know they're getting cheap stuff from China that's going to break after like a couple of weeks. So I'd rather look for somebody who's an influencer, for instance, that I know, like, and trust. And if they're selling something that I like, I'm buying from them over Amazon. And that's going to be the new trend. Made in America. It's going to create a bunch of new millionaires. It means that a bunch of new brands are going to pop, competing with whatever brands that are already existing right now. So if you're a marketer, you need to be aware of a lot of these things because the competition is about to get stiff. In a market, let's say last year, where you only had 10 competitors, you're going to have 100 competitors, and it's going to be crazy competition. Because now you're competing for the same keyword phrases, you're competing for the same attention for customers online. It's going to be hectic. But guess what? I've already seen all of this coming. So if you want to work with the best, this means that you're working with somebody that understands online retail, how to convert programmatic campaigns, only working with the best tools, best strategies. You need to work with us. Schedule time. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Schedule some time, and I'll talk to you soon.